okay, this is what I needed. I needed this recharge. I needed to have those experiences and allow them to move through my body. It wasn't about the other people, but it was about me. It was about, what am I making these experiences mean to me? I had to sunbathe today. I chose to sunbathe today. So if you have the opportunity to just go out and get some vitamin D, go outside, go for a walk, go get some vitamin D. Welcome back to another daily check in with your girl, Amber Rich Book. And as I was laying out here, I was meditating, and I realized, and you may realize this too, there are multiple timelines happening at one time, and it's up to you to decide which timeline resonates the best with you, because there's chaos happening, there's peace that exists, there's abundance, there's prosperity, there's there's pain, there's suffering, there's all these different timelines that we get to choose, and you have to choose which one aligns best to you. You have to make that conscious decision that, okay, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling in this now moment, confirmation burp, is not serving me. And once you begin to align to that thought and that inner standing and that understanding about the life that you want to that you deserve to live, because I have this phrase where I tell people, like, if you're desiring something, then you deserve it. You deserve it. Desires don't come because the reality doesn't exist. The desire comes because the possibility of that reality exists. And it's up to us to claim that reality. It's up to us to claim that existence. But we can't claim that existence if we're choosing things that are contrary to it, right? And so that looks like, okay, here it is, a Friday. It's probably like 11 something. And I had the luxury to just lay on my patio and sunbathe while smoking a cigar, laying on my chest, laying on my back, absorbing the sun, absorbing the sunlight, the vitamin D, talking to spirit, talking to my enlightened and elevated ancestors, and just saying, I am my highest self in my highest timeline. And if you're here today, I'm here to tell you that you are your highest self in your highest timeline. And it requires you to take action that's in alignment to it. And it also requires you to begin living your life. Your life is not going to unfold with you just being in the house, staying out the way, staying low. It requires you. Life, your new desired reality, requires you to show up in the spaces, the places, the time, and the experiences that resonate best with you. You are worth the time that it takes to do X, Y, and Z. You are worth the time that it takes to care for yourself, to love on yourself. You are worth the time that it takes to sit outside and just breathe. Yes, you, if you're working, take smoke breaks, you take a smoke break. Take that air break. Go outside, begin preparing to receive the life that you desire. When I was talking to someone yesterday, and I'm like, people don't understand, when you're asking for freedom, it is full autonomy. You control everything, including your thoughts, meaning there is nothing distracting you, right? When you say, I am free, there is nothing there to distract you from anything that can pull you off course. Whereas if you're living this structured life, you're on autopilot, you're in this rat race, you're in this loop, there is no viable, those are all distractions for you to not focus on yourself. So I had an experience earlier, and I'm like, okay, I'm overthinking right now. But then I had another experience where people reach for me. They want my response, they want my engagement, and then they detach and they disconnect. And I am learning that I don't owe anyone anything. I am learning that. I cognizantly know that, but I thought, okay, people who I have in my circle, I don't owe anybody anything, and neither do you. When you're on this ascension journey, be prepared to be misunderstood, but most importantly, be prepared to change. Be prepared to you have to sacrifice, your old life for your new life. And we hear that. And I'm here to tell you, it is time for you to break up with your old identity, your old patterns, for the sake of just connecting. We go out with people just for the sake of having someone in our lives. We go on these dates just for the sake of getting out the house. Don't no longer just do things just for the sake of. Do everything with a specific intention. And so as I was like processing it, I left like a yoga class this morning and I'm like, okay, do I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to Pilates, then I'm going to go to the gym, then I'm going to go to this yoga studio so I can practice my flow, and then I'm going to do this. And my spirit was immediately like, go home, go home. And I listened and I'm at home and I sunbathed and I got to meditate. And I'm like, okay, this is what I needed. I needed this recharge. I needed to have those experiences and allow them to move through my body. It wasn't about the other people, but it was about me. It was about, what am I making these experiences mean to me? What am I saying? Okay, this person, I don't owe this to this person any longer. I don't owe this to this collective any longer. I am now aligned with those who are like, let's go. We're building, we're growing. I want my desired reality because I know it exists. Also, find that when you are in those uncomfortable spaces, the discomfort where it feels like boom, 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 like your reality is shaking up, you are often reaching for people, places, things that are familiar and comfortable for you. But this is a free fall, boo. This is a free fall. This is you trusting spirit and saying, I trust, I believe, and you're just releasing and surrendering that full and complete control. You begin to observe the patterns and you're like, okay, when I get in this mode, these are the decisions I make. And you find yourself back in a decision of comfort. And when you choose to go back into a decision of comfort, then that keeps you connected and attached to your old identity. So I'm like, okay, I just need to be. Oh, what a luxury it is to be, to receive, to no longer chase, but to shift into alignment with the life that I deserve. How I remember working my 9 to 5 and just saying, I don't want to talk to y'all on no damn Friday. Got me sitting in the meeting, or I'm traveling back home on a Friday. I'm spending my whole Friday in the airport. I'm spending my whole Friday on a plane. I'm spending my whole Friday in an office. I'm spending my whole Friday in a home office, uh, clicking, clacking away, not enjoying the work that I'm doing. And so this is when people say the work is like, what I do is fun for me. That's the place that we're all getting to, is life is fun for you. Enjoying life, enjoying the journey. Sometimes we don't allow space for us to enjoy the journey. Enjoying the journey isn't necessarily just going out and having these external experiences. Enjoying the journey is being within and saying, I get it. I get it. I just need to sit here and eat. I just need to sit here in the sun. I just need to sit here. Let me watch something. Not scroll, because you cannot control what pops up on your algorithm until you get to a place where you control what comes up on your algorithm, because you're no longer entertaining things that no longer serve you. Stop. You're consuming all of this information, and spirit is saying to you, it is time for you to apply the things that you already know. You want this shift in your life. Begin applying what you understand. Begin applying what you know. Begin making those small changes, those small decisions. When I say master yourself, I mean choose different. Know what you must do and act on it. Alchemize everything. Those experiences that I had this morning, assessing, okay, transmuting, because now I understand. I see. Because as you are growing, your old identity reaches for you, not just through experiences, but through people, through events, through conflict, through thoughts that come in our mind. And so as I was laying here, I'm like, why am I even thinking that? That is not even a part of my new reality. That is not even a part of how I want to show up in my life. Because if I am my highest self in my highest timeline, I'm not worried about anything. If I am my highest self in my highest timeline, I know that every single thing works in my favor, for my favor, because who knows what is good or bad? It just is. A while ago on my IG, I was sharing the story of the farmer, and the farmer talks about, he had this grand property, great crops, he's producing all of this wealth, and then wild stings came and or wild stags, mustangs, whatever you want to call them, came and trampled all over his farm, and he lost pretty much everything. And his neighbors were like, "Wow, that sucks for you." And he was just like, "You know what? Who knows what's good or bad?" Bro could have crashed out over his wealth being destroyed, but he's like, "You know, who knows what's good or bad?" But then those mustangs decided to stay there. And he and his family began training them. And now they have this horse farm. They're serving the community. They have all of these exciting things happening, and people are like, wow, that is so great how you transformed your vegetable farm to a horse farm. Like, look at all this wealth being replaced. And the farmer's like, okay, yeah, well, who knows what's good or bad? And then his son is training one of the horses, and he falls off, and they trample on his arm, and his arm is broken. And they're like, well, if you didn't have those darn horses, then your son wouldn't have been trampled on. How sorry. That sucks for you. And the farmer's just like, who knows what's good or bad? Then again, there's a war that breaks out, and they're calling for all the young men and sons in the community, and his son can't go because he has a trampled arm. He's no good. He's no use to the war. And so while all the neighbors and those in the community are watching their sons go off to war, they're like, "Oh, how lucky it is for you to have your son at home." And again, he's like, "Who knows what's good or bad?" And the story keeps going. And that is our life. We are each the farmer, which means in every moment, in every opportunity, we have we have the chance and the choice to decide what something is in our lives. We have the chance. And so I was sharing with the collective yesterday that I like when some of my sister friends reach out to me and they're like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, I'm going with the unfolding of life. And when you're going with the unfolding of life, there is no good or bad. So now, right, spirit led me home, and I'm like, okay, it's 70 something degrees. Guess what I'm gonna do? My girls are in school right now. Okay, I can go ride my motorcycle for a little bit. I can go do this. I can write this article for LinkedIn. I can do that. Okay, this is great. And we see how everything is working in our favor for our favor because you are your highest self in your highest timeline. And once you start claiming that, you'll begin to see, okay, that doesn't resonate with me anymore because I'm not that version of me. I don't have the problems that those people have in their lives. Like that's not my reality. So things are going to stop making sense to you. And you're going to be like, what is wrong with people? But it's not that anything's wrong with people. It's people are living in their frequency. So as you ascend, as you continue to rise and raise your own frequency, right? As I told you guys, people that find me, they are ready to ascend. The people that find me, they're like, yeah, I'm ready for this new desired life to be my reality. I've been having these one-on-one sessions and everything has just been coming to me. And so me opening myself to receive is like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I love how I just open myself to receive my new reality. And when we're having those not so good feelings that are challenging us, it's like, okay, what am I resisting right now? What is going to bring me to closer to my new reality? Staying in these fields or not? And there was even a point where I had a phone call coming in and I was like, okay, normally I'll just answer it. But I'm like, I need to spend time with myself first before I engage with anybody. I was going to post this yoga reel and I was like, I just need to spend time with myself first. I need to hold space for myself. Now I can have a healthy, loving, thriving conversation. Not because anything was wrong or somebody did something to me, but I was in my own shit. My own shit. So y'all, I love you, love you, love you. I love these daily check-ins. I love that I get to be here. I love that my spirit led me to doing this outside, right? Because had I not followed my spirit, I could have came up and did this video from my office and had a whole different video to share, a whole different messaging to share. But I'm so grateful that I aligned to my highest self in my highest timeline. As I'm looking around, there are dragonflies like flying above me. There's bumblebees. And I'm like, not dragonflies and bumblebees are flying all around. So, y'all, if this resonated with you and you're like, okay, I need this clarity, I need this alignment, I know where I'm growing to, book your one-on-one session with me. All the links are in the bio. If you love my hat, grab you an ancestral energy hat because it's like The vibes is vibing. We are ascending. And I am so very grateful for you. I'm so very grateful for our life experiences together. I'm just so very grateful for who we are, who we are becoming. Thank you for being aligned to me. Make sure you get on the email list, arichbook.com, because I'm going to be dropping some dope things. Also, if you're in the North Carolina area, I am hosting a spiritual retreat, mini retreat. It's called You Can Sit With Us. It is hosted on June 6th. We only have space for 8 women, 8 women, 8 women. And if you're ready to transform, I welcome you. I welcome you. I look forward to chatting with you on the next daily check in tomorrow because I'm on this mission to check in with you every single day because I am my highest self in my highest timeline. And you are watching me actively change into this new person. You are on this journey with me as I am on this journey with you. This is the embodiment. The embodiment is really showing up and being that version of you. And that's how your external reality changes. Open your mail, check your email, because that's what you would do as your highest self in your highest timeline. Make that minimum payment because that's what you would do in your highest self in your highest timeline. Go get your car washed, clean your car out, clean up your space because that's what you would do in your highest self as your highest self in your highest timeline. That is what this is all about, y'all. I love you, love you, love you. And until next time, thank you for rocking with me.